Hey y'all, my dad's birthday isn't today, but I figured I'd go ahead and make this video now because we're celebrating tonight with some of my family and everything. So my dad isn't a pastor. He never came to be one, which is good because I'd be false advertising. But even so, he has taught me, well, a couple of things. But I'm just going to focus on one that I think is the most important. So one day I was talking to one of my friends, and the subject came up of religion somehow, and I asked about it. I asked him about it, and they basically said that they were keeping their options open. They were gonna explore other realms of grace, and I guess other belief systems, which can be a good thing if you're if the basis you always come back to is Jesus is a true way. But anyway, after that revelation, I rightfully got sad and I got a little upset and even a little angry maybe. And I went in the kitchen, I told my mom and dad about it, and I was I was sad for a few minutes after just thinking about that. And my dad basically said to me, son, you can't wallow in this. You can't pay any more attention to this than you need to. Because as a pastor, again he's not one, but he said as a pastor you're gonna confront many different people with problems like that. And not all of them are going to be good answers. But you've got to just press on, charge ahead, just, just basically even in God's hands. And that's some of the most important advice I've ever gotten. I doubt he even remembers because this was some years ago now. But that really meant a lot to me, and that really taught me a lot. And I've remembered that. And I imagine that's something he's had to learn as a fireman. I it's a pretty good bet that they couldn't save everyone they wanted to. They're not 100% Reiki records. That's a pretty good bet. I imagine that's something he's had to learn. That's something he's had to train himself to do. As a fireman, he wants to help people, and he got into it because of that reason. And when you can't help someone, when you feel like you can't save someone, that weighs on you. But you can't let that define you. As he said, you can't let that weigh you down because your supposed failure, that's something that the devil can weigh you down with. That's something that he can just remind you of over and over again, remind you, well, you couldn't save this person, so what right do you have to be a pastor, to be a fireman or whatever? And I want to make one thing clear, just by saying that, as a pastor, it's not, my job isn't exact, I don't have exact same job description as my dad. As a pastor, it's not our job to save people, it's our job to point people to the one who can save them. So just making that clarification for anyone who misunderstood me, CID. But yeah, he probably doesn't even remember that. But that's one of the most important pieces of advice I've ever gotten. He's always continued to support me. Whatever church I go to, wherever they have to take me, they've always continued to support me, my mom and my dad both. So, happy birthday. Thank you for being my dad. Thank you for teaching me. And I love you.